Good morning. We are starting day 2 and we are continuing on. We were slightly in doubt last night because it took us 6.5 hours to do something we thought was going to take about 4 hours. However, we met a couple of guys that were heading back out again and they said it took them over 5 hours. So that made us feel a little bit more confident in ourselves, not particularly more confident in the time estimates that we've had for each day, but we're going to see how we go because, well, let's say we woke up to a morning like this, which is glorious. You can see in the background VB and the Western Arthurs, which have a nice little crown of clouds, but you can see through them and it's just amazing. So today we're doing a little bit further distance and the time estimate is about 6 hours. So let's see how long it takes us. Yesterday was a really hard slog. The track conditions were probably pretty similar to what I'd expected reading from other blogs and track reports, but the time that it took to get through and the amount of energy it took and how draining it was probably a lot worse than what I had expected. Because it's you got to be switched on all the time because any misstep might see you knee deep or thigh deep in mud. So we were a little bit concerned last night because we had actually had pretty good weather yesterday, but there has been a lot of rain in this region for the last week, which has really made the ground super soggy. And we know that while today the weather is looking pretty good, the next 4 or 5 days could also bring some pretty substantial rain. So we're going to make the most of today, see how we go. We will be constantly checking ourselves and working out what our plans are going to be, whether we need to take extra breaks or push on harder or turn around, who knows. But it's pretty glorious this morning anyway, and we have got the most amazing view of the Western Arthurs in front of us. Hey, what did we just go through? Ren just told this story, but I didn't hit the start button on the video.
Yes, we left camp this morning. The guys told us the track's a bit hard to find in parts. We were following it pretty well, so we thought, and we went through some 7-metre high scrub up there. Found our way to a creek, which is just where that tree line is down the bottom.
I think it was somewhere over there that maybe so we were. Yeah.
Good thing I'm not navigating. And we came to a creek crossing.
It was really steep coming down to it. It was crazy steep.
And we couldn't really find a good place to cross, but Ren found a place and managed to get across, and we passed the packs, and then we were like, okay, we can do this. And then B went next, and
the log snapped.
On a log in the middle of the river, which snapped under her weight, and she went straight into the creek.
Up to my knees.
I had to do the same thing, but with no branch to tread on, so I tried to make a jump and didn't make it, and I also went in. And then we lost the path, but luckily Ren spotted the marker, and so here we are having a break.
Yeah, so we just spent probably, I don't know, half an hour bush bashing through all those dead trees that you can see over there. We saw this little guy in the distance, made our way to the picket, and yep, then we found this beautiful, well, easy to follow path. Don't know where it went, but yeah.
We're just walking through this scrub here, and as you can see, it's quite dense. And hopefully, oh, here we go. Woohoo!
We do! Red line!
I'm getting caught on so much stop. You filming?
Yeah.
Just got to be like falling over.
just some good, background footage. Definitely got a shot of me with looking like I'm about to end it all. The orange. There it is. Yeah, that's the green river. Whew, what do we got? Crossing river. So we have to cross Crossing River.
Is there supposed to be a rope here?
Probably better off going that way
So that part's quite narrow.
Okay, so we're at Crossing River and the track continues on the other side. You can kind of see it through the trees here. So you can see it's pretty wide. Further down that way it narrows, but it also gets like pretty rapidy and stuff, so we're not going to go and cross down there because that's looking a little bit dangerous. So at the moment Ran and VB, so that they're going to just get in at this point and test out what it's like, just carefully and slowly test how deep it is, particularly for Ren. And
I'm not that much taller, like, if Ren's gonna get swept away, I'll get swept away.
Yeah, and then we'll suss out whether we can carry our packs across, whether we'll have to pull them across on a rope, or whether it's all too much for us and we have to turn around and go back again. Does that pretty much sum it up?
Yeah, that sounds like it.
All right, I'll turn this camera off.
Oh,
How cold is it?
It's awful. It's the screaming Tasmania.
Yeah, okay.
It's come off of the snow. So.
It's exactly what you'd think it is. Oh, VB's face is saying a whole story right there. Thoughts?
It doesn't seem to be getting deeper, which is
It's a good start. It's so cold, like ice bathed in the middle of winter cold.
Yeah.
That's fucking so cold.
Oh my god. Okay.
Shit.
Okay, so we made it across the river and we've just gone straight into really dense scrub and loads of mud, which is great because we're still in our shorts and underwear. But hopefully the campsite will not be too far away.